But you have to remember too, going back 20, 30, 40, 40 years, the people view the camera way differently than they do now. Now it's a symbol of suspicion, of intrusion. And back then I was invited, welcomed. I must have 300 prints, and I just saw them in my studio a couple of weeks ago, of South Beach photographs of people in their apartments or hotels. I mean, it's unbelievable. You couldn't do that today with any. But back then, people would welcome you in. It's just a different. I remember I was thinking about this recently. Bayfront Park in downtown Miami, Flagler Street, foot of Flagler Street on Biscayne Bay. It was a very seedy kind of park years ago, and I was photographing there. I was in college. I was probably 1971, and I was new at the game. And there was a family with 5 children, and all these children from age like 10, 12 months to 6 years old had these beautiful white locks of hair, and they're playing, and their parents are on a picnic blanket by the water, and the kids are 20, 30, 40 feet away playing. And I walk up to the children and I start photographing them, like, I'm on my knees and they're 4 or 5 feet from me. And I look at the parents, and the parents wave at me and smiled. That wouldn't happen today. They'd call the police, or they'd pull a gun, or throw me in the bay. But it's just a different environment back then. On the other hand, I travel now to photograph more than I photograph around here. And I've never had an incident, but I think the mindset in Europe and India and Brazil even, is way different than it is in the States, especially big city like Miami. Although when I'm in Manhattan photographing, even today, people in Manhattan look straight ahead, and there's no eye contact, and one can photograph rather freely there. But I've never had a problem, as you point out, Alicia, photographing strangers.